Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all of you. I am Shriyal Setumadhavan, the feature editor of Construction World, and I welcome all of you to Construction World Maharashtra, a platform to fast track infrastructure investment in Maharashtra and Mumbai on a scale never attempted before. We thank our speakers, supporting partners, and the lovely audience for virtually joining us today. This event is being live streamed on the Construction World YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. Maharashtra, the wealthiest, most industrialized state, is one of the highest contributors to the overall economy of the country. Over the years, the contribution to the overall economy, the contribution of the real estate and construction sectors in the state's overall GDP has grown significantly. Construction projects stimulate activity in the entire economy, and the Maharashtra government has been pushing for developing world class infrastructure. Large scale business opportunities can be created by encouraging large construction projects and innovative finance. But infrastructure projects have long gestation periods and require huge investments. Ideas important for the growth of Maharashtra's economy, creating new jobs in the construction, manufacturing, and services sector, and moreover, financing these projects will be discussed today at the virtual conference Construction World Maharashtra. The conference today will include three session themes. First, creating large scale business opportunities in the state by encouraging large construction projects and innovative finance. Two, mega project opportunities in the state with a deep dive into the Mumbai Eastern waterfront, port redevelopment, and future possibilities along the Eastern waterfront. And third, secured governance and urban equity withdrawal project financing through asset monetization. This event is presented by Construction World, and our supporting partners include National Highway Builders Federation, India BIM Association, and Association of Building Product Manufacturers. We are pleased to have a great lineup of speakers on topics which speak of opportunity and development in Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to the first session for today, creating large scale business opportunities in Maharashtra by encouraging large construction projects and innovative finance. How has the land policy impacted construction projects? How are infrastructure projects transforming real estate in the state? What can be done to stimulate Maharashtra's economy and improve its investment case? How can new jobs be created in the construction, manufacturing, and services industry? Construction projects stimulate activity in the entire economy, and this session will look at ideas to grow the state's economy. Introducing our distinguished panel for this session, please welcome the session moderator, Mr. Pratap Padode, founder and editor in chief, Construction World magazine. And joining Mr. Pratap Padode on the panel will be the panelist and keynote speaker for today, Mr. Suresh Prabhu, an Indian politician and India's Sherpa to the G7 and G20. He was formerly the Minister of Railways, Minister of Commerce and Industry, and Civil Aviation in the first Modi ministry. Thank you for joining us, sir. Also, please welcome panelist Mr. Arun Nanda, Chairman Mahindra Life Spaces Developers and Mahindra Holidays and Resort. Mr. Anuj Puri, Chairman Anrock Property Consultants. Mr. Ankur Gupta, President Katera. Mr. Bharat Parekh, Executive Director, Infrastructure Research, CLSA. And Mr. Gurjot Bhatia, Managing Director, Project Management, India, Middle East and North Africa, CBRE. Thank you all the panelists for joining us today. Before I invite Mr. Suresh Prabhu to address the virtual gathering, here is a presentation from ASAP Info Global Group. So, yes, once again, welcome to Construction World Maharashtra. This event is presented by Construction World. Construction World, 24 years in the running, largest circulated construction magazine, reaches out to more than 800 cities in India and overseas. We've done some great blockbuster editions in the entire year. Definitely, these numbers speak for our digital reach. Our monthly visits, unique visits are in lakhs. And today that we are connecting with you through Facebook, Twitter, and other such sources, you could see our entire social reach and international viewership. CW Wow, that's Construction World on WhatsApp, where most of you are connected with us for day to day updates. If you haven't yet connected with us on CW Wow, we have a number flashing on the screen, 865-758-1178. All you need to do is give a missed call and we would add you and you would get daily updates from us. CW Gold, it's a weekly update offering that we share with the industry. To know more, all you need to do is go to gold.constructionworld.in. It's weekly updates from the construction and infrastructure sectors, including financial analysis. Also, of course, we bring to a lot of subscription offers. So we have some exciting offers valid up to May 31st. So you could write into subscriber at asapinfoglobal.com to avail these offers and know more. And yes, Construction World is India's largest circulated construction business magazine. You could reach out to our team. You could take a screenshot of the screen as well so that you have all the contacts to connect with us. And while today you are with us for Construction World of Maharashtra, we have a queue up of some very interesting upcoming events. So do join us on May 21st for the HR Leadership Summit. This is going to be presented by the First Construction Council and Smart Cities Council India. Also on 21st May, we have the Pharma Cold Chain Logistics Summit 2021 presented by Infrastructure Today and Smart Cities Council India. The Construction World Architect and Builder Awards 2021 is scheduled for 20th August this year. This year, the awards are going to focus on the theme React, respond to the environment with awareness, creativity, and technology. So 5 p.m. onwards, 20th August. And yes, very soon, as part of our Infra Nirbhar series that we've been very successfully conducting, we have Shri Piyush Goyal, the Minister of Railways, going to be joining us for a session on railways on fast track. So do block your calendars and do stay with us for these upcoming sessions and events that we do. So with this, I now request Mr. Suresh Prabhu to address this virtual gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, and I really appreciate the event in which so many top class professionals are participating. So let me offer my best wishes to all of you. These are very difficult times for all in the world, particularly in India and Indian citizens who are passing through a very difficult medical emergency, and all states are fighting that. So I'm sure those of us who are suffering, let me offer you my best wishes and hope that all of us will be able to get and tide over this crisis soon with the combined might of all of us and the goodwill and the best inner strength that we can muster together to get over these very difficult times. And I'm sure Maharashtra again is passing through very difficult times. That's my home state. I've been 4 times a member of parliament from Maharashtra, from Lok Sabha, to I'm now member of parliament from Andhra Pradesh and earlier, of course, from Haryana. But my all my formative years, I grew up in Mumbai and Maharashtra, so I love my state, my cities. So I hope all of you, those who are in that state, also are doing well, and I'm sure you'll be well with your families. So very briefly, because I know such top professionals are here, construction is one sector which can actually boost economy of India in a very significant way. One of the challenge of economic growth over a period of last few years has been all over the world is with the increase in GDP, not necessarily the number of jobs that the GDP increase as used to happen earlier, happens in the same way. The industry, which constitutes about 14% of India's GDP, which now has to go to upward 20%. And over a period of time, we need to go even beyond that. And we have to find out sectors in the industry which can create more jobs, not just add output and all therefore add to GDP, but also create more employment. And employment has to be at all seg- to all segments of society. The top professionals who are well educated, the middle class, and also the people who offer their manual labor as their contribution in the job market. One segment of industry which can offer each of these at the same time is construction. Construction itself offers jobs, but because you're constructing something, you have to buy some construction material, whether it's steel or cement or something else. And therefore, you also boost the demand for those manufactured products. At the Minister of Railways, I prepared 8,56,000 crore capex. It's unprecedented, and everybody was saying, how is it possible? I used to give, because that is my always my practice in last 10 cabinet position I held, I used to give action taken report on each of the point. So when I presented a first railway budget giving complete roadmap for how railway will be modernized in the next 10 years' time, I also followed it up with a second full budget of the Modi government, in which I take an action taken report also. First time in railways history, I gave a action taken report. And in that I had mentioned and I had commissioned a study as to how many new jobs will be created because of railways construction alone at that time. So I'm very, then again, of course, in railways, we have launched so many programs which will add to the jobs. In construction, again, like railway station modernization, whether it was electrification of railways, which will save 41,000 crores. And I'd given, stuck my neck out and actually given exactly from where it will come in. But construction is also, electrification also will become part of construction overall. So I'm just saying that this is one industry which can create jobs for all, which can create demand for manufactured products. But India's GDP, almost two-thirds, more than 60%, comes from services. So even in services, the construction can create new job opportunities. Construction would mean we'll need financing. So financial services is one of the major sector of creating jobs. Construction would mean insurance. Insurance again is one of the top service sector which will create jobs. Architectural services, engineering services, EPC, many of those will also create jobs. So EPC construction per se has the potential to boost India's economy at the same time create jobs. So the twin benefit that can come from one single activity of creating jobs as well as adding GDP, boosting India's overall infrastructure creation because India lacks in infrastructure in a significant way. Infrastructure deficit is one of our big challenge. So even that having been breached through construction, that will provide new launching pad for entrepreneurship. Because if infrastructure is available, obviously people will use that as a launching pad for launching their own businesses. And I am very sure with a distinguished leader in the industry like Mr. Arun Nanda being here, you will definitely hear the you get right advice and you'll hear right way forward from him. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm also busy addressing the challenges of so many families who need help all over the country. I'm addressing few hundred calls a day. I'm also using my social media besides all this and try to help them. So I will, but still I didn't want to miss the opportunity of being with such distinguished panelists like all of you. And I congratulate Construction World for doing such a good work for so many years. I congratulate Mr. Parode for actually running this enterprise. And I know it for a long time, including his father. He still used to run Dalal Street Journal from 30 years ago. I used to be the chairman of the largest cooperative bank in my previous life. I was at the age of 31, I used to be the chairman of Saraswat Bank. And of course, I was involved with all different segments of financial services industry and in investment banking and many. So I don't, in my other capacities, I don't want to mention all that. But I used to know him, his father, during those days. So I'm very happy to see that his son is now carrying forward the legacy. I'm very happy to see a very distinguished people who are here from Mr. Puri, Mr. Gupta, Mr. Parekh, Mr. Bhatia, and all of you. And I'm very sure that all of you will together will create a roadmap for building modern Maharashtra by creating more job opportunities, by increasing the new entrepreneurship, and also creating a better quality of life for people of India. And from beginning with Maharashtra. Maharashtra indicates more than 10% of population, more than India's 10% of GDP, and I'm sure Maharashtra grows faster, it will actually boost India's economy. When I had prepared the $5 trillion GDP map, I had said that if Maharashtra can create another map of more than $1 trillion economy, and every state does that, and I'd encourage all the states to work on that, including Uttar Pradesh. If each state prepares their own roadmap and say, I would like to grow at this particular output, combined with that, India GDP will rise. But also, I prepared a district-led growth plan. This is the first time in India that each district can add more than 3% to the normal growth to GDP. India GDP will rise because to combine with all the state GDPs and district GDPs, India GDP. So I hope all of that will happen. Once again, congratulations to you, and I leave it to you this with this remarks. I because I want to go for some other program. Somebody is waiting for me. I will like to thank you. I take your permission to leave this program, but I will be with you soon in person to meet all of you because many of you are my friends, very good friends. And Mr. Nanda, nice to see you. Hope you are doing well and as strong as you always are. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh Prabhu. We are honored to have you here, and thank you so much for your encouraging words. I'm sure the flow of sessions that we have today and the discussions is going to, bring out some valid points, like you mentioned, to create a roadmap for modern Maharashtra. So we will definitely look forward to, creating that roadmap through our sessions today. So thank you so much once again for joining us.
Thank you.